Hi, it's Grandmama Doris. This video is about spiritual warfare. Boy, is it easy to see today. Turn on the news, which I never do because it's propaganda. But Hollywood, our liberal friends, the music industry, the news industry, the financial industry, and on and on and on. You can see it so clearly what's going on in the world today. Christians like us, it's easy to spot and it's easy to know what's going on because we read our Bible. I'd like to read from Timothy chapter 3. But know this, that in the last days perilous times will come. For men will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient, unthankful, and unholy, unloving, unforgiving, slanderers without self-control, brutal, despisers of good, traitors, headstrong, haughty, lovers of pleasures rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power, and from such people turn away. It's clear to see in these times that's what we're facing. With all the idolatry, with Hollywood's craziness, with our politics. But we know, underlying all of it is devil worship, Baal worship, all kind of unholy things going on. A lot of this now is coming to light, and I'm so glad because so much of it has been suppressed for so long. And you can only say so much because I had a YouTube channel before and it got demolished because I said the wrong things. And that's how society is now. You have to be on their side or they pit against you and you have no chance. But at least it's getting a little better. You can tell the difference a little. Now watch them take my channel away. That's how it works. Spiritual warfare. The battles of spiritual warfare are intense when you decide to accept Jesus Christ into your heart to be your Savior. Once you are aware of the world's influences and how they are in contrast of God's way, it is us that must learn to live in that kind of world because we know that's the kind of world it's going to be because that's what brings up the end. It's difficult to fight a battle that you can't see, and as I was saying before, they make it especially hard on anyone that says they're a Christian. They'll target you. You'll get suppressed. You'll get deleted. It's very hard. There is a battle waging in our souls, and we can feel it very, very, very strongly. Elijah helped overthrow Baal worship in Israel. In the New Testament, idolatry is everything that comes between the believer and our God. It's going to take all of us Christians to stand up against it and fight the battle. This battle is intense, and it is a battle that we fight with the Democrat Party, with Hollywood, with the music industry, with elites, and like I said, with the news and with the pride movement. That makes it really hard because we know in our hearts as a Christian we can't go along with that kind of thing, and they want to make you feel bad because you can't go along with that kind of thing, and that's another kind of spiritual warfare, and that one is especially hard to fight in this culture. It's very difficult. I keep my Bible in hand most times because it's very difficult. I'm going to describe a little bit about what these people do, what their worship consists of, and what we're up against. Baal worship goes after children, just like they do in our times. They go after our children. And that's a part of them worshiping Satan, Baal, devil. It's Baal worship. That's why they're so for abortion, and they're so for sexual immorality, and they're so for all this stuff. Because that's what they are, and that's who they are. Baal goes after children. Child sacrifice was a very big part of Baal worship. Children were sacrificed to a god called Moloch in the Old Testament, and they were also sacrificed to Baal. That is especially while the Democrat Party strongly pushes abortion and all this lewd acts out in public in our streets. You see all these lewd, terrible things that just makes your hair stand on edge. And that's what that is. It's Baal worship. Adults would gather around the altar of Baal. Infants would be burned alive as a sacrifice offering. Amid horrific screams and the stench of human flesh, men and women would engage in lewd acts. See, just like they do now. It's exactly the same. And then they could simply partake in another ceremony to terminate the unwanted children, just as today. It's very plain. Okay, thank you so much, and that's my reading for today. Thank you so much for watching.